I'm so glad the Mustang is actually here. It all went very well, even though the driveway is very long and we had a flat tire at first. We fixed the flat tire and we actually could just drive it all the way up the driveway. Oh, you're muddy. You're so muddy. Oh no, you're gonna have to get out. So anyways, the next plan is to try to open this door. There's no handle, of course, but I think maybe it'll open from the inside. They have a few parts from the car and they stuffed them in the back. I don't really know how they fit it in there, but I'm glad they actually sent it with. And then there's a bunch of other things I could probably do today if I get around to it. The door just popped right open. Yeah, I guess the only thing that's damaged is the door. It looks like the locks and stuff are good on it. So let me get the stuff out now. Inside here, they put the original tire. That's good news, sorta. I don't know if it looks like this is a cut maybe. Doesn't look like it's supposed to be that way. Let's see, is the rim good? Not too bad. Oh my gosh, I might actually be able to use that. That would be so good. I kind of, when I did my calculations for like how much this would cost, I figured like they wouldn't give me the tire and the rim and stuff. So like that would cost like $300, $350 for just like the rim. So that's really good that they put that in there. All I'll need is probably just one new tire. So we'll see, but let me get this other stuff out. So this piece here, this long one, it goes like under the door. It's like the trim. It's like a trim piece. And I'm glad that they put that in there. I had no idea this could actually fit inside the car. Alright, let's see what else. I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is the spare tire goes in there. Spare tire mount, I should say. Don't really know. This should be like a wheel thing. Goes over the wheel so you don't see the inside of the body of the car. Alright. There's a giant piece of metal in here and it's very sharp as I can feel. Hope it doesn't scratch anything. I ended up just bending this piece down and then pulling it through the trunk of the Mustang. It wasn't too hard. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Not that I'm gonna use this again, but let's see what it looks like. Oh my god. Looks like I might need another emblem for the other side, but wow. Yeah, I don't know the story of what happened, but my god, that is pretty bad. I don't know if it was another car, like I'm trying to imagine what happened to it, but I don't know. Only I can assume what happened. I want to see how the wheel looks in here, because if it looks good, then I need it, definitely. What? Well, I don't get it. I don't understand. There's nothing wrong with this. Let's see. Okay, here's a problem. That's not that bad. That'll buff out. It actually just looks like it's scratched. That's not bad. Like doesn't even feel like the metal came off of it. I don't really think there's any cracks. And then the inside looks fine to me. So it looks like I just, so far so good. Like that's $350 that I don't have to pay or whatever, but it doesn't need a new tire. That is definitely like not supposed to be there. Okay, well, I think that's all the stuff out of the car. Now I just gotta move on to the next thing. Now that all this stuff is gone, I'm curious to see what the back seats look like. There's one, looks pretty fine. And it's not a rip, it's just a little bit, dented in. Yeah. Awesome. 2 back seats. Looks perfectly fine. Yeah, like everything, I've got to say, ooh, it's very bright out here. The car, like, I did not see this car as in Michigan when I got it. So I was just really hoping that nothing would be, any more problems than I could see with the pictures. But so far, like, this seems to be all the problem, and the tire is crooked, and that's normal, and I think because we found the spare tire, or the actual tire on the back, and it looks perfectly fine. It just needs a new tire, like the rim. I found the rim. That is just a huge win, because that saves, that part costs probably more than the door, to be honest. So yeah, I'm glad. I'll disconnect the battery so it doesn't drain the battery with the door being open, because now that I opened it, it really like popped open. So if I close it, I think it's, not very good. And I'm gonna take the door off anyways. When I was at the auction, or looking at the photos, this is pretty much the frame they gave me. They did not show the like aprons, and they didn't show this part either. And so and the damage said front. So, I mean, there was no really front damage, but as I can see, like down in here, can't really see it, that there's a radiator, it's fine. And these clips are in, which is great. It means that, if anything hit this, these clips are, they would easily fall out. Like when I hit the deer on my car, even just that moved the clips out. And yeah, I'm glad that like they weren't trying to fool me, and this part's perfectly straight, and this part and that part. So the only, this wheel here, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it's not supposed to be tilted like that. I just hope there's like some sort of, I don't know what they're called, control arm that's broken, and not like some major suspension damage either, because that would be costly, and I did not actually factor that in. So this car has a clean title, and that is the best part about it, I think. I'm planning on selling it when I'm done. Another great thing about the inside, besides pretty much it being perfect in here, and not a smoker's car, the seat belts, they work, which means there was no airbags off that went off. There's no like, sometimes you can hide them in the pillars, but yeah, the airbags did not go off, so don't have to worry about, doing any computer stuff. I'm just about to disconnect the battery, but I'll show you what it looks like when I turn the key. The mileage on it was 46,200. I think people will want it like under 50,000. Sometimes cars are like 200 miles from 50,000, and it's like you can't even drive it, or else it'll go over 50,000. But this one has a little bit of room to go. All right, so since the jack that I have is too big to fit under the car, hello, I have this. It came in the trunk of this car. I'm just gonna have to use this. It's the only way to get the car up in the air. But I'm just gonna try to take off this wheel and see what kind of damage is behind it. I put a lot of safety precautions here. I got this hydraulic jack. It's supporting some weight. This is also supporting some weight. This is also supporting about the same amount of weight. And then just in case, I put the spare tire under the vehicle. I think I might have found the problem. There's nothing broken in here, which is really nice. I think that's why we could totally drive the car. Though I'm not saying it's like supposed to be driven like this, but if you look at this, it's straight, and here it's bent. you know, this piece is fine, but it seems like this tube is bent. This little rubber bit does look a little bit tilted downwards, so I could see that, you know, if this is like out more, then this would go down. Physics. And then this is missing a bolt. I don't really know. I tried looking behind here. I don't know why this is here. It's kind of strange. I might have to look at the other side or some videos or something. The brakes look good. Seems like there's enough on there. I don't really know what to do next. I'm going to look up parts and see if, you know, how much this costs and what I can do to replace it. There still is the back wheel. I could take that off today. The other side, you can see there's like pretty much no room on the other side to lift up the car and take a look at the suspension. So I think I'm just going to try to see if online I can find out what it really looks like under here. And then, yeah, try to find another part or something, because I definitely need another part to get this fixed. All right, so that's it for the car for today. I've written down all the things that the car needs, so I'm going to buy that today and then just wait for the parts to come in. And then there's a lot of parts, so there's a lot of things to do. Even if just one part comes in and another comes at like a week later, I can still, you know, have a few hours of time to put it on and work on the car and stuff. So there'll be a lot more videos of me just working on the car until it's completely ready to be sold. But I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and continue to follow this series. If you want to subscribe, I appreciate that. Thank you.